Chavra. Niggun on the birds, we all know. 5 days until Shabbos. 5 days until Shabbos. We've been longing for almost 24 hours now. A little more. We're mamash just longing continuously. 52 days until Purim. 52 days. Chavra is coming up in 68 days or 67 days of intensive longing. Wow, this is just big stuff. It's great to see you guys. And we're going to start off with a tefillah b'shem Kol Yisrael. Open up our hearts. Tefillah b'shem Kol Yisrael for Pesach Reuven ben Yosef Asara, Bracha Bas Yehudi, Smirim Dodu V'Eschanu Chaved, Yonah Bas Pasya, Shira Bas Pasya, Sinai Reuven ben Mani, and every neshama in Klal Yisrael in the world should have a refuah. Ribbana Shalom, teach me what I should say. Help me understand what I should ask for. Help me say my prayers with complete honesty and truthfulness, so that the light of truth will shine upon me, and I'll be able to emerge from the thick darkness and the alien thoughts, the husks that constantly confront me on all sides. Kira loves the husks. The husks. Especially when I'm praying, I feel surrounded on every side and in every corner. The attacks come in all kinds of different ways. There are endless distractions. Sometimes things are so bad that I cannot open my mouth to pray at all. I find it impossible to say a single word of my prayers properly because of the darkness, the alien thoughts, and the distractions, the obstacles, and all the barriers surrounding me on all sides. Ribbana Sha'elam, Bezrat Hashem. There's more to the tefillah. We can check it out. Oi, Gesundheit. God bless you. Chevra, continuing halacha l'maisa. We're continuing with our hachana for Shabbos. 5 days until Shabbos. Halacha l'maisa, halacha b'shem Kol Yisrael. If you finish the entire weekday Shmona Esrei on Shabbos Kodesh, right? You're saying mincha or you're saying shachri, Shmona Esrei on Shabbos, and you're closing your eyes. You drop the siddur for a second. You're in complete vekus. Ein omavado, you're just totally wrapped in Hashem's thoughts. And you finish your Shemona Esrei, you're like, wait, I didn't say the Shabbos Shemona Esrei. I said Atachonen. I said Baruch Aleinu. I said Al Tzadikim. I said Etzamach, David Avdecha. I said the whole thing. And now I'm done. So the halacha says you need to say Shemona Esrei again. If you say the complete Shemona Esrei of the weekday, the complete, you have to say it again. However, you are not Yotzei Shemona Esrei on Shabbos without mentioning Shabbos. We have to know that. But this is where it continues. Although you may not do purposely, if you accidentally said a weekday Shemona Esrei bracha, it does count. However, this is the biggest revelation ever. It does count towards your 100 brachos for that Shabbos. So you say Baruch Aleinu. And you're like, wait, this is not part of the Shabbos Shemona Esrei. That bracha still counts towards your 100 brachos for that day, for Shabbos Kodesh. What a revelation. What a revelation. However, we're continuing with the 15th Sicha from Sichot Haran. This is a short and sweet one. A lot of secrets going on. We'll try to uncover some of them with the help of Rav Aryeh Rosenfeld. The Rebbe opens up by saying, it takes both wisdom and great effort to be like an animal. This is quoting Sichot Shabbos 117b. There's a lot of quotations here. Actually, the whole piece is quotations. The wisdom one needs to be like a beast is alluded to in the verse in Shmos, in Sefer Shmos. Every wise-hearted man whom God bestowed wisdom is a beast. It is also written, God saves man and beast. Our sages say this refers to people who are wise and clever and conduct themselves humbly like an animal. This is also the meaning of Asaf's words, I was a fool, I did not know, and I was like an animal before you. Zeu, end of the piece, all quotations. We're all wondering, what the heck is happening? I mean, I'm sure you guys understand the pneumius of it, you guys understand what's going on, but when I looked at the piece for the first time, what's going on? Rav Aryeh Rosenfeld talks about how the wisdom of Hashem is so great. It's so beyond. And actually, this little piece, this little sicha, is actually everything. Now, Rabbeinu says, and all the tzaddikim, Sfarim HaKadoshim, all wisdom comes from Hashem. We know that. Hashem injects the 5 senses into every human being that is born. He also injects wisdom because a dead body has no life and no thought. Machshava and Chachma, thought and wisdom come from Hashem. Right, we know this from Bereshis. Hashem blew into man a living soul, a nefesh chaya. So the obvious question is, what is wisdom? What is wisdom? Are there certain limitations? Right? Am I able to learn wisdom from a table, from a tree, from birds? So this is where we need to open up our hearts 1,000,000 times deep. Rabbeinu says that this is certainly wisdom. It is the peak of all wisdom. What is this peak? In the first lesson of Likutei Moharan, Rabbeinu says that a person should be able to study everything that Hashem created. Everything. Everything. I see Kislasi's post-its on the board right there for school and for his daily schedule. Mabash learning from the board, from the cardboard. Not just human beings, but animals, birds, fish, trees, even non-organic, inanimate objects. Like Kislasi's board. We have a Yair Slasky in this community. It's Mabash Tzaddik. A person should be able to study everything. This is so important, Chevra. And to be able to learn wisdom from these things is the peak of all wisdom. Wow. So it says in Eruvin, Masechet Eruvin, look at an animal, see how the animal acts, and learn wisdom from that. The Gemara says we learn how to be immaculate from a cat. A cat teaches cleanliness. We learn how to be modest and pure from a dove. A dove will never change its mate for another. It is devoted for life to its own mate. And so we see that everything that exists can teach a human being wisdom. Everything. Everything. Rav Aryeh Rosenfeld continues with the Gemara. We learn wisdom from the way the leaves grow on a tree. The fact that each one stays in its own territory, I'm not sure this is from a Gemara, and that each one derives nourishment from its own roots. It does not steal from a second one, and so on. Everything that exists exudes wisdom and waits to be studied and learned from. Right? There's a Maisa. I want to send you guys the full story of the Baal Shem Tov. The Baal Shem Tov, I don't know so much about the recycling of the souls and what that really means. And, after Meva Esrim, your soul, you go down to, let's say, a frog, and your soul's in a frog, and you're there for like a next amount of years. And then someone needs to do something to you, and then you go back up to, I don't know. I don't know how that whole thing works, but the Baal Shem Tov, I gotta send you the story. Baal Shem Tov once walked past a frog, I believe, or a rock, and it was a Gilgal. It was Gilgal, Shama, and he was speaking to the rocks. He was speaking to the frogs, or maybe even a bird. And they started talking back to the Baal Shem Tov. The Baal Shem Tov spoke all languages. The Baal Shem Tov said, "What were you like in your past life?" And it was clear that this rock, right, that was speaking, or the bird or the frog, was a Talmid Chacham. Talmid Chacham. So it didn't make sense. But the rock said that he did something wrong, and therefore he needs to be in this rock for 500 years. The Baal Shem Tov said, enough of this, and he revived that rock, and it went back up to Shemaim. Maybe it was a frog, and the frog was that. I don't know. I gotta send you the story. Crazy. You're able to speak all the languages. Actually, after that story, I was just on fire. I was like speaking to all the birds. I was like, go up. But it's big. That's why we're listening to Niggun of the birds. Like Reb Shlomo was clear. He was able to listen to the birds of the Kotel. I think that's where he composed that Niggun. It's unbelievable, Chavra. And we just need to try to see the wisdom in every single thing. Not just man, not just Torah, not just davening, but mamash, every single thing. Everything contains Hashem's chachma. And if it didn't, then it wouldn't exist. And Rav Moshe Leib of Sasa says something so beautiful. That the most secure protection of this is simcha. In order to see the wisdom in everything, you have to be simcha. Because if you're not simcha, the Yetzer Hara is going to penetrate you, and you won't be able to see that wisdom in whatever you want to see, whatever you're seeking to see, whatever you're thirsty to see. So Chevra, Bezrat Hashem, should be simcha like Rav Moshe Leib of Sasa was and is telling us to be. And we can see more wisdom. Our eyes could be open more and more and more, even to the point where we're speaking to rocks, we're speaking to birds. Bezrat Hashem, what a mila, what a level. Chevra, questions, comments, please feel free.
I can't wait to speak to rocks and birds, Rev.
Wow. It's a very important Torah. It's a very important Torah from Rabbeinu. A lot of secrets that we didn't uncover. A lot of secrets. But just it's like important because like Tamar and I are going. We're in the solitary confinement now. But it's obvious. Like Hashem is screaming to us, like, where are you going to find the chacham, the wisdom now? Like, open up your eyes and see it. It could be on the wall. It could be on the table. It could be anywhere. It could be on the. So we should just open up our eyes more and more and more, Chavra, more and more and more. When things feel like they're rough and feel like you're in the trenches, it's mamash our time. It's dafka the time to open up the eyes. Be besimcha. Anyone else? Questions, comments? Please feel free. Is the cold that bad? Was it hard to understand? I think we're good. Indescribable. So I guess. All right. Wait. The Chavra. Chavra. We should all be well, healthy. Do you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Am I frozen?
A little bit.
We should be healthy, happy, and successful. Whether we're in Toronto about to pack bags, got to deliver groceries, got to deliver all the packages to Am Yisrael, and be well. Wait, my mom's on FaceTime. I'm just ending stealing Torah. All right, Chaver, we'll speak tomorrow. Bezrat Hashem.
Thanks, Jack.
Peace.